Hi everybody, spiritual whistleblower here. Surprise. I wanted to do a pop-up video on y'all because as of recent, I got hoovered by my mother. Okay. Now, y'all know I haven't been on here in a while because I'm out here enjoying life. Life has been lifing. Physically, I'm in the best shape of my life. This is the lowest. Y'all, I am still losing weight. I still cannot believe this is the smallest I've ever been. Okay. At one point, I got down to 200 pounds. Right now, I'm 171 pounds. And I'm tall. I'm 5'10", 5'11". I like you can see my rib cage. My bones are starting to pop out. I've never been this small. So, but I'm healthy. I hired a fitness trainer. I work out with my trainer. I work out at home. Um, Been taking good care of my skin, my hair, my teeth, doing my daily power walks, eating better, feeling, and I dance too. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that my my hobbies consist of dancing. I am learning Brazilian zouk and I dance Latin hustle. I love dancing. It is it's so therapeutic, and the guys that I dance with are pretty hot and cute. um, so I just been busy enjoying life. Life has been lifing. You can tell my skin is glowing. That I'm in such a positive mood, and that's why. And another thing too, guys, I have been resting. When you have dealt with narcissistic abuse in such a manner, basically your entire life, and you finally get away from it. You get away from the abusive family members. You cut everybody off. You isolate. You go to therapy. You stay single. You rid yourself of all toxic connections, be it friendships, lovers, family, and you just focus on you and your body starts healing. You were going to sleep a lot. I have been sleeping so much, and I thought it was fatigue. And I'm like, how can this be fatigue when I have a burst of energy when I get up every morning? I do my 2-hour power walks religiously every day. If I don't do my power walk, I feel off. My day doesn't go right. I wake up with a burst of energy, but there's points throughout my day where I'm tired. I sleep and I rest. And I said, well, I'm in pretty good shape. I'm healthy. I stay in the doctor's office for my checkups. I'm on top of things. I done got my colonoscopy, my mammograms, all of that. I'm in great shape. So where does this tired, behavior? What do they call a lethargic? I don't think I'm lethargic. I think I've been sleeping a lot. And I saw this video clip of this doctor speaking about this, pertaining to narcissistic abuse. When you've suffered years of trauma at the hands of your family or your lover, and your body finally starts to rest after you've cleared. Let me tell you something. You got to get rid of these people. You get rid of these people, it's going to take some time, but your body's going to respond. Your body's going to go through like this detox process. And I feel that's what's happening to me. My body says it's time to rest. It has to detox. It has to release. Do y'all know? Do y'all know that the body stores trauma? I really believe this is why I have a medical condition in my legs and thighs called lipedema. And it's like a really pebble like fat. It's a hardened fat that cannot be dissolved with exercise or diet. I had to have the lipedema removed out of my legs surgically. My vascular surgeon cut my legs open and he removed 7 pounds, 8 pounds out of both inner thighs. A chunk of fat. All of it was lipedema fat. That's why I could never lose the weight over the years in the gym. I'm like, my legs will not go down. What is wrong with my legs? But also I understand too that when your body is under a lot of stress, the nervous system is always attacking. What is it? Fight or flight mode or whatever. Your body will actually store trauma in different parts of the body. So now I realize that lipedema in my legs was a result of child abuse. I've had big thighs since I was a little girl. And ever since I was a little girl, I've been getting beat on, disrespected, fat. My mother called me all types of fat names. My mother destroyed my self-esteem as a teenage girl. So now I'm coming into realization that that cortisol, the body, when it's stressed, when you're stressed out, especially women, cortisol, is forming, and it increases in the body, and it'll set in different parts of the body. So now that I'm actually, I'm almost 50 years old, y'all. I will be 49 years old in October. I know I don't look it. I really take good care of myself. I don't look nothing like what I've been through, and I definitely don't look like I'm 49. I look very youthful. But after realizing this 40 plus years, I said, God damn, my body is responding to the detox of all the trauma. It's not that I'm fatigued. It's just that my body says, I need to rest. I have to adjust because you're no longer being abused or traumatized. I have to make a new adjustment. I was so used to I was so used to the abuse and the trauma, and I was storing trauma in different parts of the body. Now I got to get used to this detox. We got to listen to our bodies, y'all. When you get away from your narcissistic family, your parents, your lovers, your body is going to tell you everything that you went through, whether you get autoimmune. Listen, and this is me coaching hundreds of people that have health issues due to narcissistic abuse. When your nervous system is under attack, you're going to deal with things like autoimmune disease, thyroid problems, ladies, ovarian cancer, PCOS, endometriosis, did I say fibroids already? Ovarian cancer, things going on with the reproductive area, okay? We don't even want to go there. Lupus, sickle cell flare-ups. Narcissistic abuse literally, physically destroys the body. I always bring this up. Y'all know this, the Braxtons, Tony Braxton, Tamar Braxton. If you ever watched their reality show, all them sisters, including the mother and the father, they would gang up on one particular sibling. They ganged up on Tracy all the time. Tracy was the black sheep and the scapegoat of that family. And she married a narcissistic man. So she was getting abused by her husband. He's a serial cheater. But then she would turn around and get abused by her sisters and her mama, her daddy. They would gang up on her. And what happened? Because she did not cut them off or leave her cheating husband, that abuse took a toll on her body. Tracy succumbed to cancer at the age of 48, 49? She's my age. Her family did a number on her. And that's what happens. Your body will break down. Why do you think the breast cancer rate is so high with women? There's so many women tolerating domestic violence and abuse at the hands of their narcissistic husbands and boyfriends, and they're getting breast cancer. The breast cancer rate is high. So many women die of breast cancer. Cancer, I feel, is a result of narcissistic abuse, okay? Autoimmune disease, irritable bowel syndrome, any type of issues with the stomach. A lot of people have gastric problems. All that is tied and connected to narcissistic abuse. So if you don't get the fuck away from your abusive parents, your family, toxic lovers, all that, your body will pay. I promise you. So I'm at this point right now where my body is doing a lot of resting. Even though I'm physically fit, I feel great. I wake up energetic. I work out. I do this and that. I'm premenopausal too, but I haven't hit menopause. My body said it's okay to rest. So I don't force myself. When I feel like I need to rest, I take naps. If I take several naps during the day, oh well. Oh fucking well. My body has been through a lot, and so have yours. But let me get into this real quick. I just need to share with y'all. I got hoovered by my mother last month in July. I cut the bitch off 15 plus years ago. And she still continues to stalk me. Now, of course, and I did a podcast. If you want to, I will paste the clip down in the comment section. I did a podcast taping with clinical psychologist Dr. Jody Lorman. Her podcast is called Why Whine? Why Complain When You Can Whine? Sorry. So we did an hour long and I talk it over with her. She's a clinical psychologist and she talks about stalkerish mothers who are narcissistic, then they hoover. And so, I did that, I've been on the podcast several times, but it's good to have these conversations with a licensed psychological professional, a mental health professional, because your family will accuse you of being crazy and all that. But how can my family call me crazy when I'm sitting here talking to a fucking specialist, an actual psychologist, a licensed clinical psychologist of 13 years? That knows this stuff inside and out. And she's telling me, stay the fuck away from your mother. She's telling me, your mother behaves this way because of X, Y, and Z. Narcissistic parents will always try to suck you back into the dysfunction. Never trust them. So I will post that link down in the comment if you want to see that interview. We just taped it last week. But yeah, my mother hits me up on Instagram last month, y'all. The nerve, the audacity. This is after she tried to take me to court 2 years ago. Y'all remember when I did the Mother's Day video? And I said, should my mother ever approach me, I would kill her ass. I would bust her upside her motherfucking head. She took that YouTube video and ran to the police. Mind you, I live in New York. We don't even live in the same city, same state. We live miles and miles apart. She's way down in South Jersey. She uses the video to file a fake police report, y'all. And crying damsel in distress, playing the professional victim. That's what narcissists are. They're professional fucking serial victims. Oh my God, I feel so threatened. She threatened me. I didn't threaten you. What I said was, in the context of self-defense, should you ever approach me, which means knock at my motherfucking door, approach my child, approach me in the streets, I'm blacking out on your ass because I don't like you. I think you're a fucking demon. And I know for a fact you don't like me. You never liked me. You never loved me. So she sent me this Instagram message to my inbox last month. Basically playing victim. She, and I didn't buy any of it. I felt the entire message was disingenuous, and I'll tell you why. In the message, and I wish I could post it here. I deleted it so fast, y'all. I did not respond to it. I feel she's full of fucking shit and she's trying to save face, or she's either watching me and she sees that I'm doing extremely well right now. And, my books are selling well. I have this massive fan base and she wants to cash in. She wants to, narcissists love to clout chase and brag and attach themselves to successful people. So it could be that too. The psychologist, Dr. Lorman, told me that too. Your mama may want to cash in, and how dare you be successful without me? So it could be that too. Whatever her fucking angle is. I don't think she's genuinely sorry. I think she's trying to find a way to get back in, to reconnect and mesh herself so she can regain that control. She's lost 100% control of me. She doesn't run my life. She's not in my personal business. I've set really strong boundaries and it's killing her. Because for once in my entire life, she cannot tell me to do shit. She can run my baby sister because my baby sister needs her. My baby sister is fucking codependent as hell. And my mother trained her to be that way. But I don't need my mother for shit. I don't need her money. I don't need her validation. I don't need her approval. I don't want nothing. I don't want her around me. She's so fucking demonic. I don't want a hug from her. I don't want a kiss from her. I don't ever want to see her again. She is such an evil fucking human being. It took me years to repair my self-esteem after years of what she has said to me, body shame me, fat shame me. I was even saying, I did a video, I had gastric bypass surgery in 2003. And after being fat shamed my entire teenage years and when I decided to get the surgery, she tried to talk me out of it. Like she was so concerned. Well, your cousin Cheryl got the surgery and she didn't do so well. Well, Cheryl had a different type of fucking surgery in the 80s. This is a more advanced surgery, ma'am. And my surgeon is top A-list surgeon in Albany, New York, Dr. Tejinder Singh. He's still there right now practicing. Excellent. So the surgery has been advanced. And I trust him. He's excellent. She tried to talk me out of it like she was so concerned. If you was concerned, bitch, why didn't you visit me the day of surgery? My family turned their backs. My grandmother tried to talk me out of the surgery too. And they didn't come to the hospital to support me. They wasn't there before, during, or after. Matter of fact, I packed an overnight bag and I gave it to my baby sister. I said, can you bring it to the hospital? It's a little bag. I had a pair of underwear, deodorant, toiletries, little extra things that I needed. And I depended on my sister to come visit me and bring it. She would not bring the bag. I had to send one of my friends to go get the bag from her, y'all. None of them came to support me. And my baby was 2 years old. None of them offered to babysit. I had to call on my girlfriend to babysit my child. They acted real fucking stank because I was getting a surgery that would make me look better, help me to lose weight. The ideal of me evolving and leveling up and losing weight pissed them all off. And they showed their natural asses. They all turned their backs when I had that surgery. Didn't come to the hospital to visit. And all my friends came to visit. Family turned their back. And my baby sister lived on the same street. She lived a block away from the hospital, walking distance. 5 minutes walking distance from the hospital. Her apartment is right there on the same block. Asked me if she came to visit. Not one time. Driving around with her boyfriend with my overnight bag in the back of the fucking car. Would not bring it to me. I had to send somebody to get my shit from her. Motherfucking haters. But let them tell it I'm hating and jealous of them. They don't have nothing that I would never want to switch lives with my sister. My sister has nothing that I fucking want. I'm drop dead gorgeous too, bitch. And matter of fact, I'm skinnier. My body looks better than hers now. The fat girl done leveled up. And let's not compare resumes or education levels or none of that. I would eat her ass and shit on her. So my mother cannot use the narrative that I'm jealous of my sister. I'm sick of that motherfucking narrative. But I'm going to tell you something. She reached out and she sent me a message last month playing victim. Oh, Chanel, I truly hope you're happy. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Well, you should be exhausted, bitch. Being evil takes a lot of work. Being an evil fucking bitch, an evil mother, pitting your children against each other, comparing your daughters, posting one daughter all over your fucking Facebook and praising her, putting her on a fucking pedestal while you shit on your other two children. That's evil, bitch. And it does take a lot of energy to be that fucking evil. You should be motherfucking exhausted, bitch. Oh, but the message goes on to say, there's no handbook on motherhood or parenting. More gaslighting. Because, bitch, I was born in 75. And I remember a Dr. Spock made a book on parenting. There were several books and resources to help parents with their children, aid in parenting. So don't throw that in my face. You and my father were fucking trifling, bitch. And you gave birth. We was not created out of love. You didn't love me. You didn't love none of my siblings. We were not created out of love. We were created out of my grandmother pressuring you and my father to get married, my grandmother pressuring y'all to have babies when y'all both weren't fucking ready. Y'all both were very broken ass people. We were not created in love. We were created out of control. My nana dominated both my mother and father, pressured them to get married and to have grandchildren. They were never ready. We were not created out of love. Because when you love your children, when you truly love your children and you are truly empathetic, love becomes an action. And I'm not talking about providing a roof or clothes or food. That's financial obligation. That is not love. Love is nurture. Love is reading a bedtime story. Love is admiring your children while they're sleeping, kissing them on their forehead. Love is how you stroke your baby's forehead. Love is getting your child therapy, getting them evaluated for ADHD and autism at an early age at the teacher's suggestion. But when you have a narcissistic parent, they're going to be prideful. Ain't nothing wrong with my child. I don't want nobody thinking something's wrong with my child. I don't give a fuck what the teacher said. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting my child at therapy, which my parents did. I know my teachers told my fucking parents to get me evaluated. I know they did. My parents turned their fucking back. And here I am, a grown woman. I'm autistic, y'all. I have autism. I had to find out late in my age that I'm fucking autistic. I can't stand my fucking parents. Trash, both of them. But yeah, she sends me the inbox message. I don't know, I'm exhausted. I always thought you were beautiful. No, you think I'm beautiful now that I lost the weight, bitch. When I was fat, you tore me down. You never thought I was beautiful. When I was overweight, 200, 250, 300 pounds, all you did was trash talk, tear me down. Look how fat your thighs are. You fat bitch, you fat pig. You jealous of your sister. You never always thought I was beautiful. You think I'm beautiful now because you're cyber stalking my social media and you see that I'm slim and looking good at 171 pounds. This is the tiniest I've ever been. I'm slim and I'm much thinner than my sister, I bet. None of you bitches can believe the weight loss. The transformation is astronomical, and you want to reconnect so you can have bragging rights. You want to be able to post me on your Facebook, but you can't because people know that our relationship is fucked up. So you want to do damage control, bitch, for your fucking image. I will not let you do that, not on my watch. You never thought I was beautiful, because when a mother thinks her child is beautiful, she will breathe life into her no matter how big, fat, small, skinny, whatever. When I was fat, you tore me the fuck down. And that's why I attracted toxic niggas, because I had low self-esteem, because my mama made my self-esteem low. My mother destroyed how I felt about myself when I was a teenage girl. So all I've attracted was men that sought me because I didn't love myself, thanks to the grooming of my toxic mother. And my father completely abandoned his responsibilities. As a man, he's supposed to teach me how to stay away from toxic men, and he didn't do that. My father failed. Fucking coward, fucking wimp, fucking pussy ass nigga. And my father did not protect me from the man that molested me. When I told my daddy about that, I guarantee you, my father will not fight a man. My father will put his hands on a fucking woman before he puts his hands on a fucking man. My father never protected me or defended me. So I blame him too, fucking pussy. She sends me the message. There's no parent, there's no handbook, no hand guide on motherhood. Well, I tell you what, I'm a single mother, and I did way better than both of them combined raising my child. My child is disabled. When I needed love and support and help with my child because of her disability, my mother called CPS. My mother and sister worked together to call CPS on me to make my life fucking hard as a parent. Fucking bitches. And the word got back to me that my sister has a child with a developmental disability. Just imagine if I was just as fucking hateful and I called CPS on her and I made a fake story, a prank call, the same way that she and my fucking mother did me and my child. What kind of woman would I be? I'd be a low-level piece of shit like both of them. I'm not going to stoop to their level. It's just easier for God to step in and deal with both of them. Them tables always turn. Now I done raised my baby. My baby want nothing to do with them. My baby sees what they did. My baby knows they were too trifling to send her a card for Christmas, birthday, prom, graduation. My baby sees how my mother spoils the other fucking grandchildren and shits on her. What excuse can you make for that? You can't use the excuse, oh, I wanted to mail something, but Chanel won't give it to you. We was scared Chanel won't give you, the gifts. Fuck out of here. Save the receipts then. Such hypocrites to sit up and talk about how much of a deadbeat father my father is, but she turned out to be a deadbeat grandmother. She don't send my daughter shit. And now my daughter is old enough to know they're all full of shit. All of them. And my daughter doesn't want nothing from them. We will not accept nothing at this point. Because of this fucking trifling behavior. Because of the constant triangulating, comparing, this one to that one. Treating those grandchildren better than this grandchild. Treating this child better than this child. My mother has fucked up severely. And she's got to deal with the consequences. I stand on business. So she claims she wants to meet with me private. In the message, she says, I want to meet privately. Here's my number. I would never meet with her privately. I don't trust her. She's a compulsive liar, scammer. I've seen her do horrible things to other people, not just me. Her character and moral compass is in the fucking gutter. Hell no, I wouldn't fucking meet with you privately. For what? And furthermore, I don't trust me. Because I'm at a point now, I'm putting hands on a motherfucker. I don't care if we blood related or not. You fuck with me, you play in my face, you gaslight me, you lie. I will fuck you up. I'm going to jail. So I'm not even going to put myself in that predicament. I'm not going to put myself in an environment in front of an abuser where they can gaslight me and trigger me to act out of character. I don't want to be around her. I don't want to be in the same room with her. I avoid funerals and family functions to stay the fuck away from this bitch. Now she wants to reach out because I'm popping. I'm successful. I look good. I'm doing better than all of them combined. Making good money, all of that. I got a fan base. People lined up to come get my fucking autograph. Can't say the same about my sister. But you want to get back in my life. Nah, you trying to, I see through the game. I see through the game. It's all game. And y'all, do y'all know in that message that she sent me, she did not say I love you. That's how I know the whole message was disingenuous. Not in one time in the message, Chanel, I love you. Zero fucking empathy. A fucking liar. She has not changed. It's like it will burn her tongue if she utters the words, I love you. She can't bring herself to say it to me. That's because she doesn't love me. She wants control. She wants the control back. And not one time in that message did she ask about my daughter. She has not seen my daughter in 10, 15 years. And you don't ask how she's doing. Kiss my grandbaby. I bet she's beautiful. How's she doing? How's she been? She didn't ask nothing about my daughter. My daughter is the first grandchild born into our immediate family. Not one time. And I'm supposed to meet up with you privately and trust you and believe you? Bitch, you have not changed. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. We're done. I don't ever want to see you again. You go in a nursing home, you better call on my sister. The child that you praise so much, let her change your diapers and push you around in a wheelchair and wipe your ass because it won't be me. And I know my brother ain't doing it. My brother can't stand my mother. Call on your child that you love so much and praise so much. Let her take care of your ass. We all know how that's going to turn out because she's a selfish bitch herself. She's spoiled and rotten just the way that you made her and groomed her to be a self-entitled, narcissistic brat. I hope it works out because I will not be taking care of your ass. Rot in fucking hell. I don't want no money. I'm not attending your funeral. I don't even want them to put my name in the fucking obituary. Our relationship is done. You are not a nice person. I don't care how much you go to church or you work for this charity or you in the streets doing it. You are a fraud, a sociopath. So I wanted to get on here and tell y'all that the hoovering and stalking will never end. Once you cut your family off, they stalk, they gang stalk, they're all over your social media. You could block them a million times. They keep making fake pages because they want you to come back to the dysfunction. And you really got to stand on business and show them you not the fucking one or the two. Come near me, I'm going to beat your ass. Come near me, I'm going to put you in jail. It's one or the other. But you're not going to fucking play with me ever again. I don't deal with unhealed, toxic motherfuckers that are stuck in dysfunction. I have evolved. I have grown. I have a close relationship with God. And I don't want nobody fucking that up. I don't want no distractions. They still clicked up. They still acting like gossiping mean girls. They still set in their fucking ways. Why don't you just get over it? Dad, you still holding on to the past? Dad, you need, what's wrong? Why? No, bitch. It's called CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And because my mother has trash talked me so bad and told family that mentally there's something wrong with me, I went and got help. I got diagnosed. I got my papers. And I'm taking the advice of my therapist very seriously. And my therapist said, stay the fuck away from your family. They are destructive. They're toxic. And once you cut them off, you're going to do better. You're going to excel. And she's absolutely right. My therapist was 100% right. So I went and got that help. Absolutely. And I'm going to take the advice of my therapist very seriously and never fuck with my mother or father ever again. The pain, the things they did to me, that's a constant, that healing is an ongoing process. See, an abuser wants you to forgive and forget immediately because they want to get back in your life so they can control you. No. I don't let nobody run my life. You'll never have that type of control ever again. Healing takes time. Healing is a process. And CPTSD is the same thing. My grandfather fought in the war. Look at all these veterans that are old, 80, 90 years old, and they still suffer from CPTSD from fighting in the war. They're never going to get over that because it's traumatizing. So how dare your mother or father tell you to get over the shit they did to you when it has had a long-term lasting effect, a damaging effect. I have nightmares. I have shit. It's horrible. And you're going to tell somebody to get over it? Who the fuck is you? You want me to forgive and forget and let you back in my life just so you can start your bullshit all over again. Abusers don't change. Your parents are not going to change. They just mad that you cut their control off. Don't let them back in. I want to dedicate this video to Rasha, my sweet Rasha. And I also, all of you guys that have been following me and riding with me from day one, we all in this together. Spiritual Whistleblower hasn't changed. I'm just lifing right now and taking good care of my health. I love you guys. Let's talk about it in the comments section. Be blessed, y'all.